Communities is a real fundamental part of the future of customer relationships. We see it happening all the time. You know, when you're on Facebook or whether you're on any of these next generation community services in our consumer lives, like Yelp, etc., you know, people are naturally gravitating towards communities. They're looking for answers. They're looking for the social knowledge and ideas in the minds of their peers, of the people they trust. This is a way to build trust, to build loyalty. And General Electric is also working with us in another division, which is GE Finance, to build a community. You can see it right here, Access GE, which this is a community for CFOs that are their customers to really communicate together, to share information, best practices, and to really build a deeper relationship with GE Finance. Very, very exciting opportunity for all of us as we think about our business. Now, just as we're getting our heads around becoming mobile companies and becoming social companies and becoming data companies, now we have to become apps companies. All of us have to learn how to write apps, because if we don't have that mind share through the mobile application, then we're not deeply connecting with the customer. You can sure as heck bet that one of our competitors is going to go do that. So no matter what business we're in today, we need to go become apps companies. And we're seeing this happen every day with our customers. We're seeing this happen every day. You know, you take a company like Caterpillar, one of our customers. They don't make software for a living. They make construction equipment or tractors, but they're building applications because they want to connect with their customers in a whole new way. Or Coca-Cola, they're creating applications. They have teams of developers that create mobile applications. They know that that's how they're going to build the loyalty, the connection, and also provide the service to their consumers or to their distributors or retailers. This is a huge idea, and I think we're just beginning to scratch the surface of it. And you can take any product in the world and think about what it would look like if you added an app experience and layered that on top of it. You could really change the game for your product or your company. Now, all of this is made possible through the cloud. That's what's really exciting for Salesforce, is because the heart of all of this is all this data, all this social interaction, all this mobile interaction is happening through the power of the cloud. And we've been really privileged to be focused on this, to be working with you on this, and to really be thinking about this now for 14 years. And the conclusion that we've come up with after all this thinking, working with customers, looking at the trends, is that these revolutions are not just about technology, but also about another big idea, which is trust. That as you think about this world of connected devices, I own a Tesla car, and Tesla has an application on my phone here where they can provide a great level of service for me, because when I call them and I say I have an issue, or if I send them a service issue, they can contact me and say, "Oh, I see your car is parked here. They have location services. The car is connected," and that means that I have to have a new level of trust in Tesla, or whatever device it is. Our customers, our consumers are going to demand a new level of trust, and only companies that can build this currency of trust are going to be successful in this new world of the connected customer. And we need help to think through that, because it's a tricky thing. There's a lot of key things we have to think about: privacy, identity, money. How does it all work together? And this has got to be a bedrock of how we put together our customer company strategies. So you add it all together, we think this is big. We think this is big. We've talked about individual trends. We've come here, talked about social. We've talked about mobile. We've talked about big data, communities. But we think when you add this together, that this is a fundamental change. That as much as the mainframe and client-server technologies really lent themselves to efficiency and automation, and really led a multi-decade quest to really automate the back office, that these 7 megatrends are all about the opposite, which is growth, driving the top line, deep connections with customers, more differentiation. And we think this is much more exciting, much more interesting, and much more what our world needs right now. Our world needs growth. And these technologies and this customer revolution is all about growth. And to kind of illuminate that for us, or put it together, I'd like to play another video that kind of puts all this in some perspective. So can we play that video, please?
For decades, the experts have been proclaiming the dawn of a new revolution, A world where customers are no longer at the mercy of corporations, where they don't have to suffer through bad service or broken products, long waits or endless phone trees, and where they have no real voice or no recourse. Until now, it's been a hollow proclamation. Welcome to the world of the ever-connected, always-on, highly opinionated, on-the-move customer. This is a customer who understands they now have power, and they know how to use it. They have expectations, and they have choices if those expectations aren't met. And boy, do they have choices. They also have a voice, and it is loud and far-reaching. To earn their loyalty goes way beyond a loyalty program. You need to earn their trust, because make no mistake, this is a trust revolution. You need to recognize them as more than just numbers or accounts, but as unique human beings with a distinct set of needs. They now expect more than just a product or a service from you. They expect a relationship that is on equal terms. They give, you get, you give, they get. They expect to be at the center of your world, and you, my friends, need to put them there. You need to become a customer company. A customer company is available 24/7, and any place your customers happen to be. A customer company listens first to every customer on every channel. A customer company connects their customers, employees, partners, and products. Customer companies know the conversation never stops. They're grateful for your business and show it. They create communities and respect your identity, privacy, and money. Most importantly, a customer company knows you're the same person no matter how you contact them. They don't just create satisfied customers. They create evangelists. And when you become a customer company, you'll transform everything. You'll accelerate your growth from the inside out by giving your employees an enjoyable way to truly collaborate with each other. You'll close deals faster, together, gaining a real competitive advantage. You'll listen to customers and provide great service everywhere. Your data will always be up to date. Your people will always be at peak performance. You'll get to market first and arrive with confidence because you'll be backed up by real-time insights that let you know you're right. And in the cloud, innovation and scale is something you never have to worry about. That comes standard.
So hopefully that provides a little bit of a better sense of what we mean by becoming a customer company. And we've now covered 7 major trends that are changing our world, changing our industry. And we want to make the case now over the second half of this, or the second part of this presentation, that this is a major trend that impacts every company. That this idea of connecting to our customers in a whole new way, connecting to employees in a whole new way, connecting to partners in a whole new way, and connecting to our products in a whole new way applies to every company, regardless of whether you're a small company or a large company, whether you're a B2B company or a B2C company, or no matter what industry you're in, this applies to you. And we see it. We see it across every major industry. We see it through our customers. They're the ones that show us the way. That we see a Commonwealth Bank, or an Allianz, or a Philips, or a Vodafone, or a Burberry, Coca-Cola, Toyota, HP, all across every industry in the world, we're seeing companies become customer companies, because these things are all fundamental ideas that apply no matter what we're doing. And the way we want to make this case is by walking through the steps, some practical steps in terms of what it means to become a customer company, and illuminate it with some technology, with some demonstrations, as well as hearing from some customers and their stories to really paint a vivid picture of what this all means. Now, when we thought about what it means to become a customer company, we got a lot of questions from our customers about, well, what are the concrete steps? What are the questions we should ask ourselves? And after all of the feedback, we really boiled it down to 5 essential questions. The first is, how do you market to your customers in a connected world? We think this is really the starting point, because as we all think about trying to grow our businesses, it all starts with, of course, reaching that next customer, reaching the customers that we don't have today. And that's all about marketing. And in a connected world, I can't think of an area that's more fundamentally transformed than the opportunity to market to customers as they're connected on mobile devices and on social networks. The second question is, how do you sell as a team with your customers? And I think this is a huge idea, this idea of selling as a team. We've been, of course, doing now the Sales Cloud or Salesforce automation for 14 years, and the big change that we're seeing is that as we're all connected together, the opportunity to sell directly to the customer one-on-one has been really, I think, overtaken by this idea of selling as a team. How about selling with our partners more effectively? How many of us have partners we'd love to sell with more effectively? How about selling directly with the customer through other customers? Radical new ideas are opening up because of the power of this idea of connection. Now, after we bring that customer on board, of course, we need to service that customer. And here we start to see the lines really blurring. That as you think about a social network like a Twitter, there's no press 1 for sales, press 2 for service. It's all just coming at us. And we have to handle it all together. And more the customers are starting to view it as an integrated experience. And we have to react in that way too. We have to meet the customer where they are. We have to service our customers with the reality of a connected world. And it's a tremendous opportunity for us. We also, in the spirit of integrating these experiences across sales, service, and marketing, we're all looking for that integrated customer platform. That integrated customer platform where we can create, tailor, and innovate the exact experience that we want for our industry, for our business, for our dream, our vision, for how we want to transform that customer relationship, and do it quickly with the speed and agility that we've all come to know and love with the cloud and with Salesforce. And then the fifth question, we can't forget the employee. When I talked about that General Electric story about the Gen X engine, I made the point that it's not just about the data out there, the impersonal big data. It's about connecting it back to the employee. It's about the social connection. It's about the knowledge that sits inside, the powerful knowledge that sits inside the heads and the hearts of all of our employees that work inside our organizations. How do we transform that? How do we meet those employees, energize them, and get them going to become part of this customer company revolution? A really fundamental part of this.